Okay, we're back, and now it's Junkertown, baby.
So attack attack isn't as important here, generally just because it's
Okay.
payload, and I know we're gonna do pretty
Ooh.
good, solid. Like I've never really not capped this first
Okay,
one. So I
that's
really
fair.
want to go over in depth the defense of this because, in my opinion, if played right, defending this map is so
It's so easy.
fucking easy, and you can just fucking they shouldn't
Roll
get past this,
them.
right?
You roll them.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
So I'm just gonna start with a couple defense positions, and we can list their pros and cons. If I can see my cursor, I definitely cannot see my cursor.
Cursor's on the left. Did I just get
Sure,
called?
we're good.
Give me a sec. No, I didn't. I had to double
Why is
check.
my cursor so fucking lame?
Ugh.
So you can run dive here.
Running dive
I
on
actually,
defense works.
okay. So actually, I should acknowledge right now that we probably should run dive because I know for a fact I want to
Dive
run
second
dive
point's really good.
here. Yeah, dive is so powerful here. Just dropping down on these people while the cart's right here, like you just win. So we
Uh,
probably should.
that's you don't just win every situation, but it's definitely very good.
If we play it properly, it's one of the easiest
It's
dive defenses, I think.
pretty easy. I agree. Yeah.
So now if we're running dive, because if we run brawl, we'll go over brawl quick. You can defend here, but man, I hate how not visible my cursor is. You can defend here, but then you
Alt tab
kind
and
of
alt tab back
lose.
in maybe. You know?
No, it's just weird program. I don't know. It's the Discord. It's fucking up. Like as soon as I started the call, start doing this shit. Oh, I can see it. You
Weird.
can see it, can't you?
Yeah, I can see it. It's
Oh,
fine.
it's just me. Weird. So what do you think of this position here?
I like it. It's
It's
not the worst.
it's good.
Your top ground's kind of in trouble, but it's not
Yeah.
the worst.
You kind of give up some space, and this retreat mode is
You
kind
give
of
up the
shady.
safety of top
Yeah.
ground.
Generally, the easiest if you run brawl here, the best spot is you're kind of just poking here, and you eventually just start holding all of this,
Thank
right?
you.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
you would fall back around here. You can recharge shield. You
That's
get
also
the
where you
cart to
play
stop.
dive.
Yeah, yeah,
Literally,
essentially.
this area, like
This whole
this
area.
corner with the box, is where you play dive. Like, grab the Rhine, and by the edge of the stairs, not far right stairs, but like where that
This is
corner
so
you were
hard,
talking
dude.
about is where you would play dive as well. That's where you would
Yeah.
dive them. In
Yep.
this open ass area between cars and pillar.
Yeah. And generally, you want to get the payload stuck here. Like this is where
Yeah,
it's a good
exactly.
point to stop it here. So
That is the grinder right there. You can reset fights that are perfect for you every time if you fight there properly.
let's. I say we just start there, right? They're gonna have a fucking widow here, and see that's the other thing. Like I like this because it stops the widow, but at the same time we can just fall back around here. Then she has to do crazy flanks around here. I think this just planning to hold this area should be the play.
Yeah, I agree,
Yeah,
100%.
and then you can do. And I've seen this in pros actually. I watched Jane analyze this one
That
time, and
position
you essentially
peak
have,
and then get the widow.
huh?
What are you saying? Sorry, go.
So generally, I've watched this defense happen in a Jane analyze this once, and they were obviously not gonna do this, but they had a roaming roadhog that was essentially
Mhm.
watching this, right? This whole flank.
In that Genji position, yeah.
Then they would have like just their off tank, kind of like making sure that no one's fucking coming here, and then
Okay.
the rest of the team like right here, right?
Okay.
And kind of pushing forward a bit. So
Yeah.
essentially, what I would do is I would be the Roadhog, right? We would kind of have to, I don't know, depending on our comp, we're probably gonna lose this area. I don't know
Yeah,
how we
probably.
defend this, especially against Widow.
Only way to defend that is with a flanker.
Yeah. So I could play here actually, and there is a health back.
It's true.
I could play there.
Yeah.
Also, healers.
Getting to the health pack's a little inconvenient for you, though.
Is it? Yeah,
There's only
go
two
through
entrances.
here.
One of them is
Yeah.
their side, and the other's where we want to fight.
I think I actually probably should be here. Because Narcane.
I think you should be as well.
Yeah, Narcane, regardless of what.
Because there's also a little health behind you.
Hanzo or Farah can play here. He'll probably play
Mm-hmm.
Hanzo first point, I would imagine.
Farah, I feel like Farah wants to play the position you were talking about, yeah.
Yeah. So
That would
yeah,
probably...
Narcane's gonna watch left flank, I watch right flank.
Mhm.
So
That's a good position, yeah.
that's our play. And now where should
But we have to think around dive. Like, dive
Yeah.
defense, not the Rhine.
Yeah, fair enough. Can I clear
So-
the heroes?
We need to figure out where the tanks want to be. I think you have to pull the... Oh.
Eraser.
Do you want to pull... Can you... Does that work? Okay,
Shit.
click on the Heroes tab. Click on the Heroes tab, see if that does something. Not on the heroes themselves, but on the tab. See if there's anything on the tab you can get rid of. Or if you can right-click the actual circles.
Nah, it does the same. I was fucking Dragon Ball. Fuck you guys.
Okay. Interesting. What
I'm
a
probably
weird
just in
little software.
It's weird. I'll learn more about it later. You can do crazy shit. You
So
can actually do
figuring
a-
out where the tanks have to be and how to take the fight as tanks is what we need.
So one thing
The
that's really good-
concept of it. Mm-hmm.
See, what's kind of interesting is if you just say straight up, you can have this, you can straight up potentially just say, Anna, you just fucking start up here.
I'm thinking there, yeah.
Because this high ground is really good for Anna. Look at all your fucking sight lines. You can literally see the whole map. Essentially, you like. I'm just saying, if you start, if we're running dive, right? If we try and do like some stupid poke thing, how fucking annoying is it gonna be to be like, Anna, can you reposition all the way fucking up here, wherever?
Yeah, just leave her up there.
Yeah,
Just
I think
start her.
just start her up here, and we just start saying
They can't
we're
even
gonna hold
dive.
this corner.
They can't do shit to her in that position. They really can't.
So we're still gonna have this, right?
Yeah, we still have the same
And
concept.
I can just dash back to you guys if I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm like around here.
That's debatable if you can actually do that, because I don't know if we'll be able to help you, but that's situational, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But it's also good because I can fall back, like I can play really.
You have a
far
lot of
back if I
mobility
have
in that
to,
position.
and the Ana can always see me if I need it.
You have a lot of options in that
Yeah.
position.
Yeah, exactly. I can move all around, right? I can help
Yeah.
Arcane.
See, where you want to be is behind the building, and you generally don't want to move in front. That's not bad. You could be over there as well.
like
You
just
just
all
don't
around here.
really want to peek across main unless you know you have cooldowns to get across it.
Oh, here. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to peek across that because the Widow has full sight lines.
Yeah. Yeah, playing behind this building makes most sense for the Widow. And I'm going to have to, like, dive the Widow a bit, right? Because we won't be able to probably dedicate the tanks to that, because then you lose sight of the Ana, right? Ana loses line of sight. Whereas I can kind of exploit health packs and play backline Genji. If just for the Widow. If the Widow's a problem. He might just suck. I don't know. Who knows how people are going to play, right? So that's that. for the most part. I say we start that, and so where can I move the cart? Oh, that's annoying. So I'll just draw this. Where do we stop this cart with dive? You tell me when, okay? Are you still there? Hobo?
Oh yeah, I'm here. We stop it at the Winston.
Yeah. Like, as soon as it gets here, we fucking jump.
Yeah, about there. Yeah.
Because you just make sure
Because
that
there,
you
they'll be super cocky. They'll probably have one person that pushes forward because we haven't really fought them too much. Or they'll know. It's 50-50. It depends on them.
Yeah.
But that position is where we can really find a target. So the Winston would want to be on the corner where you started him. And Diva would want to be out front on that front line, scouting them early so we know targets. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
So, you see where Hanzo is? That front line position? Diva would generally want to be there to be able to scout targets, where Winston would want to be on the corner / the stairs where you started him, so he's ready for a hard engage.
Alright.
Am I cutting out?
Yeah, I don't know. Your voice just sucks all of a sudden.
Oh, that's weird.
I think it's just, it got better now. I don't
So
know.
yeah,
It's Discord.
where the Hanzo is approximately where the Diva wants to be.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
And then the monkey wants to start approximately by stairs / that corner, so he can commit to the hard engage.
Yeah.
Diva has this position for scouting. You don't really have to be there, Yorick. You have a high chance of death.
Poke, but yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
You have a high chance of death in that position. You probably just want to play there.
Yeah. So anyways, that's the plan. I think giving up this is so worth it, because if say we actually stop them here, what they're gonna do, and we can go over this quick, but they're gonna fucking do like some fucking crazy shit like this.
Yeah, it's
I don't know where
Bastion Point,
because
whatever.
they're gonna be like, we have to fucking stop them, so they're gonna be super ballsy, right? And I think we just will win that, because we're really good at dealing with like cheese like that. Like, I don't know about Tor. I don't know if they play him. That's a bit harder.
We're fairly quick at dealing with shitty cards that have been dealt.
Yeah. Like, I think we'll be fine. So, but that's all that said, we hope to hold them here, but I think it is extremely important to know when to give up this point, because this is the easiest spot in the game to full hold. So if we like stop, if they get it here, I personally don't think it's really worth even trying to overtime contest. If they get it here and we have like a couple people on point, I don't think it's worth just staggering on and trying to like clutch it out. I think you just let it go and you stop it right here. I think that's
the
better.
only time it's worth it is if you know you can get time off. Like, if you can't win the fight, but you can get time, then you play it.
Is worth it personally, because if say we staggering, like if they roll, if we don't get a chance to stop them here,
okay,
and say for some reason we don't get to fight until here, that's really bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's why
I agree with you. That is generally true.
You don't want them to make it through this bend uncontested, which could happen.
That is fair.
Especially if we get shitty spawns. So if we're spawning here, right, and like we just, I think we need to call it and just set up here at a certain point.
Yeah, but we also need to know when to reset and who is the line of, like, okay, we reset after this person. Because it seems like a lot of people don't know what person can still push forward because it's worth it, and at what time it's not worth it.
Yeah. And I think straight up telling our Ana to straight up never drop off this point is kind of, that will help. That will help, right?
Yeah.
Like,
we just have to hope they don't get insta-killed.
Yeah. But there's a lot of natural cover. This is a hard spot to get sniped.
Mhm.
As long as you're like kind of aware of it. So anyways, let's talk about this one. Generally, am I missing a layer? It
Probably.
looks like it is.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
missing
like
a layer on some things.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because it's somewhat newer. I don't know.
Probably. Where we are right now, there's a big old wall. There's something there. We can't be there.
Yeah, it's kind of. There's this staircase that
Oh,
comes up.
no, the
I
wall's a
hate that
little
I can't see
closer,
it.
actually. My bad. The wall
Anyways,
is over the choke,
usually
but whatever.
what'll happen, you kind of know where I am. Like we're up here.
Yeah, I know where
Yeah.
the map
We do
is.
the drop down. I generally contest you have long sight lines. I can spam here. I can hop over here. I can flank route here. I can go through here. I can steal this health back. This whole area is super good for me. And Sombra if I play her right. I'm just assuming I'm playing probably Genji or Sombra most of the
Yeah,
time. Unless
that's
we
fair.
need hit scan like really badly. But
Yeah, I agree with that.
even Sombra though like just deals with Pharah. Like it deals with her
Pretty
better in
okay.
hit scan. Just because
They're a better option, but I agree.
it's there are better options, but in my opinion, it's just like it puts the responsibility from one person to all six because you just hack her in a bad spot, and if we're running dive,
And then
you
if
just
she
say
doesn't
dive
die,
with
it's
Pharah,
everyone's
she just
fault.
dies, right? Like, a hacked Pharah is the easiest person in the game to kill. This whole area is amazing for fucking Hanzo. You can be here, and then as we're getting kills, you can push up here. Or rather, at the start of the fight, you can be here and move back.
Yeah.
You can use this health.
There's
back.
a lot of free top ground, spam, a lot of ability to abuse verticality.
Yeah.
In this point right here.
So, let's talk retreats. Say like fucking half of us get picked. We don't want to get rolled, right? So,
How do we see their team? Because there are two options. One option is by Ana. Next option is where we are right now as tanks.
Sorry, like
Those are
what
the
are we
two
talking,
places that are best
regrouping?
for resets. Yeah. Or quick resets. Like
Quick resets.
the fight we wanted to take can't happen right now.
I think
those are
safe
two
bet
quick
is like
resets.
here.
That's a full. What the fuck?
What the fuck? How am I doing this? Okay. You can select multiple people, I guess. I'm just
Interesting.
saying.
That was cool. That was really cool.
Let's say like say tanks are dead.
Yeah, Ana wants to fall back to the position you just talked about.
Yeah.
That's a full reset. I'm talking about quick resets.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. You're saying like jump back here if we're like really low or something.
Yeah, quick resets are window where the tanks are and where the Ana. Those are the quick reset spot.
We have our whole soft.
And maybe where you were up top.
Yeah. Yep. So I agree with that. So if we, but I'm saying 3 of us are dead, and we're just trying not to get staggered. You
hard reset.
Hard fucking tail your ass somewhere along here, if not even all the way back here.
There's a free reset into here, right? Behind doors. You just take that top ground, take the stairs down, and go behind doors.
Wait, here?
You see it? No. Go back to where the Ana was. It's a free reset to fidget spinner. Or that area.
Oh.
Yeah, it's free reset to that area.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, just the Ana in this whole second part should never be on the ground. Ever.
Always on high ground.
Yeah.
Always.
You can literally traverse this whole area without touching the ground.
If Ana touches bottom ground, it's either because she has to push forward or she's in a bad position.
Yeah. So then if they push it,
to the bend.
Let's say they get past the bend. They're like right around.
Okay, just a little bit past the bend.
The next, I kind of like this position.
I do also like that position. It's just kind of risky because all of them are looking there anyway.
Isn't there
That's just
protection?
naturally where you would look.
I thought there was
There's a big thing there, yeah, but
Yeah,
you have
fair
to
enough.
peek somewhat to jump.
Yeah, so
If
you're
you jump
saying
blind, it's a bad idea.
maybe like being able to use this area is a bit better.
That top
Starting.
ground would probably be a little better.
Yeah.
There's a big chance of getting ulted. The tanks being there is what I see as ideal.
Yeah, that's
The
best. 'Cause
Ana
you're
being
already kinda
around the
behind.
billboard, preferably. The Ana
Stay
being
there a
around the
bit more.
billboard, probably.
Yeah. Like here?
Yeah, or around billboard, just
I might
generally.
still be
Genji
there.
could be there for free, and Hanzo could be in that window. This positioning here is really good.
Yeah.
How I see it.
Because when you dive, you get a very easy dive onto their back line, right?
Mhm.
And so do I,
Mhm.
kind of.
No, you do. You
Yeah.
do.
And
You get
if
easy
their-
spam
if their
for our
line
dive, and you
turns or
can go in
anything, you
whenever
just go
Hanzo can
spam.
spam and Ana can heal. That's very good positioning.
So yeah. This whole second point is very, very fucking winnable. I want to stop it here.
It's very
Yeah.
vertically abusive.
Yeah.
You can abuse verticality easily.
So I didn't say like we're just the worst fucking people ever, and we
get to
lose
third.
all of that.
You just
The
get fucked
next
on.
best spot. No, you can actually like full.
It's
full
fidget.
hold
Fidget,
here.
100%. It's
Yeah.
all fidget.
Well, no, but I'm saying like when you engage, though, like I've like straight up like held once the doors close.
Yeah. You
like,
can
holding
press
this whole
forward,
area.
but as dive, you set up fidget. Ana can be there. Hanzo
Yeah.
can be there.
The
Yeah.
holding
And then you take the
door
fight.
is really good. Like I'm just saying, you can hide here for free, and you're not taking any damage.
Yeah.
and you don't
Yeah,
have to
you could
jump
do
it,
that.
right?
You
And
could
then
do
you can
that.
just jump to fidget if you're getting fucked on.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
What do you mean? You just walk
It's
a bit.
well, you can, but it's like if you fuck up a little bit, you die.
Well, this
And the
thing's
chances
been,
for getting hit by cooldowns in
I'm
that
not
position
saying, like, this
is very
whole
high.
way. I'm just saying you're fighting like you can just back.
Yeah,
up
yeah,
and
yeah.
jump.
I
Like, you
know,
have
I
an
know.
escape route,
Okay,
right?
that's
Like,
a little better, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
And like this is one thing I learned from Jane too. When you're running like dive defense, the smartest position usually is the one where you're taking the least poke damage. And in my opinion, that is actually right here. Because if they make
I
it
could
through
say
and
that
you
yes,
start
there
taking
is
spam-
one of the two. Fidget spinner, our side is another one, or fidget spinner on top of the underpass is another one.
Yeah,
We
just change
we
up.
barely take any spam damage there,
But in the jump here,
and
if
we
you
have less
rotate and
chances
jump-
of getting hit by abilities in that
Yeah,
position
like
off the
shatters
bat.
and shit. Yeah.
You have like. I agree with holding doors. You take probably not much spam damage.
Yeah, like you
If they
can even
find
hide
you, though,
here, right?
you die.
Huh?
If they find you, though, you die.
Oh, I'm talking about being
You
fucking
die.
super aggressive. Like it's not even that we're hiding. Like we are not letting them through these doors.
Yeah. See, that's a little better.
Yeah.
Holding that doors is an option. If they get aggressive, you have to be ready to use cooldowns or you die.
Yeah. Generally, me, I just like starting in any position where we don't have to use cooldowns to get to.
Yeah. Being able to soft engage is ideal. Then you
Right.
use cooldowns to escape, reset, use cooldowns to get kills or confirm.
So, that's this point. If we fuck up more,
That is not all of this point. That is just there.
no. I mean, right. Sorry, it's this area.
That's that
at
spot.
this point.
That's
Sorry,
that
hold on.
fight, basically.
Like I'm doing the arrows by like different spots, different stages, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
If we soft reset to here, by the way, you can like go over here and then like initiate a bit earlier, like drop
You
down
can.
right here.
You could also grab the big health. Like,
Yeah.
there's options.
Yeah. So tell me when we stop them if they keep going.
Hmm.
Really, anywhere
I think we stop
is
them here.
fine if we
Right here. I think we
phase
stop
spin,
them here.
But yeah, here is good
We
because
could
if
we
they set
could
up
stop them
on
before that. It's
yeah,
possible, but the best fight seems like it'd be at this corner
yeah, and it's
where
very
the arrow
important
is.
we don't give Widow much, right?
Yeah, so we hold Fidget most of the time.
Yeah,
Fidget
'cause
is
Widow
best
wants to
position.
be here.
Fidget can go everywhere on this point. Fidget
Yeah.
can go everywhere on this point.
Yeah, Fidget's good.
So fighting for top ground control on Fidget is everything.
So say we lose this, where's our Ana now? This crazy window you
Ana's
were
a
using
window.
the other day? Yeah. And we just kind of like get heals.
Yeah.
Hanzo can be here. He can be here.
Hanby, there's better.
Yeah. I'm probably here and going back and forth.
That's an option. Probably
I can
not.
help
You'd
Ana.
get shot way too easily. You could play with Ana more. You play behind
Depends
us
where the
on
sight
Fidget.
lines is, right? Like,
You play
obviously,
behind us on Fidget.
Yeah.
Playing that position, you get shot way too much. You get shot
No,
way too much.
I mean,
Playing
it
there is
depends on their
smarter.
positioning.
It does depend on their
Yeah.
positioning.
If they're
I'm going
all, like,
fully off
under
of what I'm
here,
seeing.
Being here is amazing.
Also, generally, in that position you're talking about, there's a lot more chance for spam fire. Where on Fidget, there's different angling,
Yeah.
so it'd be
for
better.
sure.
Just generally.
Yeah. Oh, this doesn't go inside. How do I get? You have to.
There's a
take
window that goes inside there.
Yeah, just the.
Huh?
No, not here. Once again, it's not showing the upper part.
You can get up top from there, from green.
Yeah, the under part though, not like this little perch.
Oh, the under part? The under
perch
part's
I would
old
have to
spawn.
dash to the to window. I think if I'm on perch here, I would have to
Yeah,
dash
you have
to
to.
window, which is
Yeah,
not
you'd
good.
have to dash.
Yeah.
And you'd also have to do it from Fidget. So Fidget's just generally better. You have more versatility with Fidget than
Anyways, yeah, this is also a very strong spot. Like there's a lot of good spots to stop them throughout this map if we play it right, and it's a very good dive map. If
There's a lot of fights that could be taken.
Yeah. They don't get a lot of free space other than at the start.
This is where the next fight happens, and then
This is a bit of a scramble.
and that's point.
If they,
That's a scramble fight unless you're preset so that you're arranged for that fight.
Yeah.
If you can't take the fight before that, then you set up for this fight.
This might like if you get this far, you know what I mean.
You might as well swap
do
to at least
stall
one
picks
stall
and shit,
character.
Yeah. And it's kind of just
you might as
chaos.
well.
You're just like you're trying to get someone kind of on the high ground to take a bit more space back.
Preferably, you want to get someone in the previous fight spot, because that's where the backline is going to be at that point.
Yeah, for sure. And coming out here maybe is a good option. If I don't know the exact pathing, but
the exact pathing is pretty easy. Spawn door on left, then into big room, and then there's top ground to Ana.
yeah. Is this an upper staircase?
Yeah, that's an upper staircase.
Yeah. Sometimes coming out of spawn as Ana, like, if we're not about to lose, like, taking a path like this and, like, just anti-nading and then starting to heal everyone, even if you die a bit after, if we're in that much of a stall, if you get a huge anti, like, sleep someone and then just, like, get a few heals up, that's so huge in a stall. Like, that's massive.
It's fair. Yeah. Antis are really big.
And then you're forcing one of them to go up here and use resources to come get you. Otherwise, you just win.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're here,
I
they can just
genuinely
push
feel like
forward and
sitting
get you.
where you just put the on is better.
Yeah. It depends how much time you have, right? And
Yeah.
what stage of the fight it is. Like, say you have 3 picks. If there's 3 of them, you can go up here and just win the fight.
Yeah,
and
you
then
can.
you reclaim space. But if there's a full 6,
You could also
definitely
stay where you
have to do
just
that.
were and give your team more value instead of doing that. And then you still win the
You
fight.
could also get fucked here by shields and not being able to heal your team.
Yeah.
So there's that.
If ifs and ands,
There's-
if it's and buts were candies and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Like, not everything goes to plan. Not
Yeah,
everything's
and
happy.
You do actually get a lot of natural cover here, too.
You get a lot of natural cover against a Widow on top right there.
Yeah.
You could just take our right side door, our right side spawn door, and you're free. The Widow can't hit you.
Yeah, it's true.
They can push you, like that's super open, but you can't get one shot by a Widow in that position specifically.
Yeah, this is generally the best. And this, if we get to here, do you go brawl?
You go stall. You don't go unless you have to go brawl or you're gonna take the fight prior. I actually don't think you go brawl at all, really. I think you just stay dive. It looks like you just stay dive.
Sure.
Because if the fight prior doesn't go how you want it, like the previous arrow, then you're setting up for this fight with dive anyway.
Yeah, fair enough.
You don't really have
Yeah.
time to swap to brawl.
Yeah.
One stall
No,
character isn't bad.
Okay. Alright.
Like, there's a lot of theory that we can go along with in this, but like it takes a long time to go over theory.
It does. We went over like 3 hours probably.
This is only 3 maps in 3 hours.
Even do attack. So I think we should stop here, mainly just because, not because I'm not down, but our game's at 2 p.m. tomorrow. The chance of
I
being
don't
able
really
to watch
want to be
more
dead
than 3 hours. You know what I mean? Like, we'll be lucky if everyone is able to just watch these videos. So
yeah.
So we'll stop here, and actually, I'm down to play and like practice for a bit.
I'm actually gonna go talk to like the people in my house